money. We talking about the money, the moolah. What do y'all, let me put it in the chat real quick. What do y'all call money nowadays? You know, I'm a little outdated, so some of y'all got different terms. Let me see some of the terms in the chat. What are you calling the money? What do y'all identify money as? What do y'all call it? Let me see it in the chat. I say money or cash. Okay. Malachi, straight to the point. Money. Okay. Jania. Okay. Money. Bread. All right. We got bread in the house. Okay. A lot of y'all just say money. Okay. Okay. Any interesting ones? Money. Okay. So y'all. All right. So I ain't too far off. I thought y'all got different names like chicken or the squilla or I don't know, but that's good. That's good. So y'all just keep it simple. I just need my money. I just need my money. Give your boy his money. All right. So today we're going to be talking about how to budget that money, right? Some of you guys may be getting a big check within a month or so from financial aid, right? And some of you might not, right? Some of you guys are working, and that's another source of income. So how do you manage that income? How do you balance that income and all that other good stuff? Okay, so we're going to talk about ways to help you improve your budgeting skills. Because I know for me, I ain't going to hold you. When I first came to school and I got a $6,000 check, you talking about a guy that was coming from getting $2 a day from lunch and maybe saving it for the rest of the week, only having $10 a week. So primarily having $40 a month per se, if I was to save it all. To now having $5,000, and I didn't have no budget skills. You know what that happened. You know what happened. It was a whole lot of nonsense happening. But I want to help you guys prevent that from making that mistake that I made, right? So announcements. Just make sure you take care of your homework. We're gonna have another homework assignment due. Also tomorrow from 10:30 to 11:30. We had a dope session yesterday. Shout out to everybody who was able to make it. Those sessions are not recorded. Those sessions are more intimate. Those sessions are more connective, with engaging and things like that. It's more personable. So if you can make those, please try to make those from 10:30 to 11:30. And then just make sure you take care of your homework and then schedule your one-on-ones. I got 2 of them already set. There's a lot of people that still haven't set those appointments. Send me a message via email saying, hey, Mr. Baker, I want to meet with you at this time or that time. And then I'm also going to be sending out a campaign if you guys are having issues with the email to make it easier so you can just pick it, because I get it. We lazy. I ain't gonna hold you. We lazy. They just call a spade a spade. It is what it is. Okay. So we got a little activity. All right. You guys just got a big check in your bank account for 3,000 of them things. 3,000 of them things. Deposit in your account. What you gonna do with this money? I want y'all to, about 1 to 2 minutes. What do you do with this money? Where is it going first? That's what I want to know. Where are you putting that money first? In order, if you had to list 5 things that you did with this money, what would be the first, second, third, fourth, and fifth thing you do with this $3,000? So I'm gonna give you about a couple of minutes, and then we're gonna do some popcorn in a day, man. I feel like popcorn. I don't know if y'all like popcorn, but your boy got to hit a movie up to go see the Thor, and I'm thinking about popcorn. I don't know why. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hungry. Maybe I'm just hungry. Okay. Okay, let me see. Malachi, man, you just got $3,000, man. What's the first things you doing if in a list in chronological order from 1 through 5? What are you doing first? 3,000 in your account. What are you doing first?
Well, you said 5 things?
5 things. What are you doing first, though? List them in order. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. What are you doing?
Well, first I need to do more. What I need to do more is put 10% to my tithe, and then let me see. I guess I could also put it towards maybe a car.
Okay, put it towards a car.
Maybe towards groceries too. And as for the other two, I'm really not too sure. Those are my like most important things right now.
Okay. Okay. That's a good answer. Good answer. Good response. There's no right or wrong answer. Let me see who next. Jania, I just gave you $3,000. What are you doing with it?
I put all of it in my savings.
Oh, she said I'm saving that thing. Okay, put it all in the savings. That's it. Nothing else. Put it in the savings. Okay, Otto, I know your mic not working, so you got bills, credit cards, savings. Man, you got a credit card already? God, y'all start young. Y'all start young, boy. Ooh, I'm about to get it right. To Maya, I just gave you $3,000. What are you doing with it?
Probably also saving at least like half of it.
Okay, saving half of it, and then that's it. Where the other half going?
I'd probably spending on like going out to the movies and stuff.
Okay, going out to the movies and stuff. Okay. Kalia, Miss KB, what are you doing? I just gave you $3,000. What you about to do with that?
My credit card and savings.
You got a credit card too? Oh my God. What? This is crazy. This is crazy. So credit card savings. Let me see. Kennedy, what you doing with that 3,000?
Mostly just saving all of it.
Okay, just saving all of it. Jahi, you better not spend it on a white woman. I'm just playing. You can spend it if that's what you wanted to do. I just had to get you back with the joke from yesterday. But what you doing with the 3,000?
Saving it.
You saving it?
Yeah.
Some of y'all, I think y'all telling capping right now. I think what y'all call it, y'all capping. I think some of y'all capping right now, talking about saving it. You got 3,000. First thing you doing. Okay, all right. Janae, what you doing with that 3,000?
Probably put it towards school or car, and then save the rest of it.
Okay, school, dorm, save the rest of it. Double G, what's good? What you doing with your $3,000?
I'm probably putting like 1,000 in checkings and then the rest in savings.
Okay, 1,000 in checking, the rest in saving. Talisa, what you doing with that 3K? Talisa?
I think I would save like 2,000 probably, and the other 1,000 would go towards whatever like I need to pay for, and then the rest is just spending money.
Okay, all right. JB, Jeremiah, what you doing with that 3,000?
Well, the first half of it, I'm gonna put in my credit card or bank or savings, and then the other half, I might just spend it on like stuff that I need and stuff that I want.
Okay. Adesina, what are you doing with that 3,000? She probably stepped away. Adesina, you there? She said, I'm taking that money. I'm gone. I ain't even coming back. That's what she said. I'm coming. I ain't coming back. We'll come back to you. Hola, BC. What are you doing with that 3,000?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
What I'm doing with the $3,000, I'm probably just gonna create a budget and then just see what I need, and then just pay for things that I need for my budget, and then just save everything else that I don't need.
Okay. That man said, "Hey, man, it's a trick question. I know it's a trick question." Okay, no worries. And then Double D, Dylan Davis, what are you doing? I don't know if your mic's still messing up from yesterday, but what are you doing with that $3,000? Food, gas, and saving. He said, all right. So at the end of the day, there's no right or wrong way of how you choose to use to spend the money. But there is sort of consequences, I should say, that comes with spending your money not wrongly, but rapidly, in a lot of things that you probably don't need as like a immediate thing, right? I only heard 2 people say on school. Now I know I didn't say the $3,000 was just for anything, right? I know I didn't say it was for school because I wanted to see what you was gonna do with it without. But some of you guys said school first and then put it in the savings. A lot of you did say put it in the savings, so if it's in the savings, it can go towards school, right? Some said credit cards. Man, how do y'all have credit cards right now? I need to know that eventually by the end of this session. I need to know, how do y'all got credit cards right now? And then somebody said, Ola BC said a budget. And that's one of the things I want you guys to get out of the day, is learning how to budget, right? Learning how to make a budget plan, because you're going to get a check. And in this check, you got to learn how to manage your money, because that's what budgeting is. It's managing your money efficiently, right? And it don't matter how old you are, it don't matter how much money you get, everybody needs to know how to budget. Now, you don't have to do it strategic and write it down. Maybe you got a phone app, whatever the case may be, but you need to have some aspect of budgeting if you really want to learn how to spend your money wisely. Okay, and then we're going to learn that today. That's what we're going to learn. And then we're going to learn a little bit about financial aid, how's the process work, when you get dispersed, all that good stuff as well. But before we get to the financial aid, you got to learn how to budget that bread, because when that bread come in, you know what I mean, it's coming in hot. It's coming in hot. All right, some of the things you're going to learn today, you will identify fixed and flexible expenses. Students will understand how to read financial aid award. Yes, you will. Students will complete their own personal budget. Okay. This is a budget, right? Spending a plan based on income and expenses. Like I said, it's learning how to manage your money more efficiently. Sometimes we get money and sometimes we don't know what to do with it. For real. Or sometimes we just be like, oh, yeah, we'll get it back. And we just spend it, and then we're low on funds, and then we're like, what do we do next, right? And so that's what a budget is how much you're bringing in and how much you are spending, right? How much financial aid you getting, and how much is that going to go to books, tuition, bills, whatever the case may be, right? Because sometimes you may get a check and your mom's like, let me get 1,000 of that. Let me get 500 of that. Let me get 250 of that. I'll pay you back. How many of y'all, yes or no, if mom say I need 500 out of that financial aid bread, how many of y'all saying yes? How many of y'all saying no? Put it in the chat. Yes or no. Be honest though. I want you to be honest, because the more honest you are, the better. How many of y'all, yes? Depends on her reason. Yes. Okay. And that's fair. Hey, I'm not gonna hold you. My mom asked me $500. It's gonna hurt, but I'm here. But that's the thing though. Like being able to tell our parents no. And that's the hard part. Because what if they can't give you that $500 back? And now you got $500 of rent due, and you don't have that money to pay it back. Now you out of an apartment, you out of a place, because that $500 that you were supposed to go to your rent, you gave it to moms. Moms wasn't able to get it back. The school ain't gonna be like, why you can't pay it? Apartments ain't gonna be like, why you can't pay it? They expect the funds to be there. So be mindful. It's okay. You are becoming young adults. I'm not telling you to go off on your mom or your dad or your caretaker, but what I am saying is, hey, I know you need 500, but you know, this rent, you know what I'm saying? Let me take care of my rent first, and then after that, then you know, I can probably slide you 50, maybe 100. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes parents don't know that, because again, you get $6,000. You know what I mean? We make probably $6,000. Probably what is that? Some people probably make 6,000 in what 2-3 months, 4 months. You just got 6,000 in 1 month and less, and you got to save that for 4 months. So just being mindful of that. Okay. Budgeting, reality, wants and needs. Right. So before we go into wants and needs, I want you to put down, what are your wants? What do you want? What do you want when you want to buy something? What are some of the things you want? Put it in the chat. What are some of the things you want? What do you want? What are your wants? I want food. Same. Okay. Games, fun activities, stuff like that. Okay. What else? And food too, laughing out loud. Okay, a lot of y'all like to eat. I see y'all. Food because I be hungry a lot. Okay. That's it, just food. Those are all your wants, just food. Y'all just hungry. So I get it. When we hold events, then all I gotta do is bring y'all food and y'all good. Clothes, shoes, food and games, more clothes, food, some more food. Man, y'all big hungry. All right. Shopping for clothes, shoes, games, and school stuff, but more food. Okay. All right. What are your needs? What do you need though? Those are your wants per se. What are your needs? What are things you need? What do you feel like you need? Water. You need water. Okay. What else? What do you need? A place to live. Yeah. Having a place to live is important. What else? What do you need? What do you need? Roof over our head, water, food, education, food. Okay. Nice. That's good. That is real good. Okay. All right. So let's talk about some of those things, right? Let's talk about it. So, managing money is needs versus wants. Your needs are things to you use to sustain human life, right? Shelter, a place to stay, food and water, right? Some of y'all had those in wants, but those are actually needs. You need food to survive. You need water to survive. Personal hygiene items, right? Clothes, right? Computers. Now, here's where it gets tricky, y'all. Needs, some of these needs can be potentially looked at as wants, right? Because we can be like, you need clothes, but do you need the latest Gucci? Do you need the latest Fashion Nova gear? I don't know. Where the girls shop? I don't know. I don't know where y'all shopping at. Girls, where y'all shopping at? Help me out. You know what I'm saying? My sisters be shopping on Fashion Nova, but I don't know the other places. What's some other places y'all shopping? Where y'all still go to JCPenney's and Macy's? Oh, y'all got Forever 21. All right. Right. Do you need that $200 dress at Forever 21? I don't know if Forever 21 is that expensive. Okay, don't judge me. Don't judge me. All right. I'm just curious. But do you need those Jordans? Right? Do you need those red bottoms? Right? Do you need what's some famous? He said yes. He said, yeah. I respect your honesty, though. I like it. That's what I love. I love the honesty. But in actuality, you don't. You just need something to get you to where you need to be, right? Like, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. You want to get the plug is at Target. Target got some great clothes. I know y'all looking at me like, babe, do not go to Target for no clothes. I'm telling you, you get some nice stuff at Target for cheap. You can get some nice collar shirts, some graphic tees for $10, some nice fitted shorts, all that good stuff at Target, man. Target is the place to be sometimes. And there are other bargain shops, right? Because all you need is to be able to have clothes so you can get to where you need to go. Now, some of your wants are your desires, like cable and internet. That's a need now. I mean, not a need, but the internet is a need. We need internet. But do you need the latest, greatest, top of the line, 1 gigabyte upload speed, download speed, or do you just need to be able to access the internet? You get what I'm saying? So those things can be blur the lines a little bit. A car, right? You just need a car to get you from A to B, but do you need a new 2023 Tesla, whatever? Do you need the new Mustang or whatever the case may be? Knowing the difference between the two is very, very important, because sometimes we will put our wants and make them become our needs, right? Because we want those things, we want them, and it's like, I gotta have them, right? And you really don't have to have them, right? So live it on a budget, right? What happens when your expenses exceed your income? How many of you guys, on the show of hands, call home when you need to, or ask your mom or parents for money when you short on funds? Show of hands. Who asks mom or dad or caretaker, I need some funds, I'm in trouble? How many of y'all doing that? When you need money, who you asking? Let me see. Let me pop one real quick. Janae, who you asking when you need some money? Who you asking?
Probably my mom.
Your mom? Okay. Hola, BC, who you asking when you need some money?
My mom.
Your mom? Okay, mom getting a lot of love. Jeremiah, who you asking when you need some money?
My parents.
Your parents? Okay. Double G, who you asking when you need some money?
My dad.
Dad, okay. Talisa, who you asking when you need some money? Oh, no,
My mom.
Why are they doing this to me again? I signed out and I signed in. Okay. All right. I'm gonna figure that out at the end of it. I don't know why they keep doing that to me. Malachi, who you asking when you need some money?
I'm asking my parents.
Okay. Adesina, who you asking when you need some money? Are you back? Are you not back yet?
I asked my mom. Sorry, I'm trying to put a profile picture up. I'm sorry.
No, you good. Jaheem, who you asking when you need some money?
My mom or aunt.
Okay. Kennedy, what about you?
Parents.
Parents. Double D, who you asking? Or put it in the chat. Kalia, who you asking?
My mom.
Okay. Jania, who you asking?
My parents or my sisters.
Okay. Oh, sisters got bread too. All right, they available. I'm just playing. Let me stop. Tamia, who you asking when you need some money? Or Tamaya, I'm sorry. She like, boy, you better say my name right.
My parents.
Your parents, okay. Otto, who you asking when you need some money? Okay, Dad. Good. So the way to help prevent that is simple. Budget. And that's what we're about to get into, okay? So we don't have a peer mentor. It hurts my heart every time I don't see we have one. But you're gonna meet her. She's really dope. She's just working with school right now. So to answer this question, I would just say budgeting is important. I do budget, but I got to get better at it at times. Sometimes what helps me is like having money in envelopes for me. That's what helped me, like having money actually in envelopes and titling those envelopes each month. So these are bills, this is rent, this is car note, this is food, and then this is fund money. And once those envelopes are done, then that's it. Ain't no going into other money that's it. And it keeps you on track, right? And then sometimes you got to be mindful of like you don't have to go that extreme. That's just for me, but you have to find a way that helps you keep track of your funds and your monies that you have. Who's working? Is anybody working? Anybody working? Do anybody got a job coming into school or no jobs? Anybody working? Nobody? Okay. Okay. All right, that's cool that nobody's working. All right. Wait, no, but I want to see if I can get an on-campus job. Yes, laughing out loud for myself though. Okay, yeah, I know you do your business. You do your business. Okay. All right, college budgeting 101. How do you create a budget? Number one, you got to identify where the money coming from. Identify your expenses, fixed and flexible. We'll get into it. Not yet, not yet, not yet. Okay, looking for a job. Okay. Oh, Double G, Auntie Wendy said you better hit her up. She said you better hit her up. I forgot to tell you that. Hit her up ASAP. She did say that. Review and modify your plan if you encounter any discrepancies, and identify ways to increase income or reduce expenses. All right, let's get into it. So, where your income going to be coming from? For a lot of us, it's going to be coming from financial aid. A lot of us is going to be coming from our parents, and then some is going to be coming from our jobs, right? At every month, you should have a tally of how much you're going to be making that month, how much you're going to be bringing in that month, right? If you got financial aid, right, and you got this big, large check, you got to break it up into monthly increments. Do not just look at the big check and like, I got 5,000, I got 6,000, I got 4,000, I got 3,000. No, that 3,000's got to last you 4 months, or maybe even 5 months if you living on campus or in an apartment, because you got to pay for January. And January don't come until after your January financial aid don't come until after your rent is due. Okay, so you got to identify where money comes from, because at the end of the day, we know, simple as that, money don't grow on trees. If it did, I'll try to grow me like 14 million money trees and I'll be a millionaire probably, but it don't, right? So fixed income are things that don't really change, like the college room and board, like rent, car payment, your insurance. It may change if you change your plans, but for the most part, it's going to be that way for the time being, right? Cell phones are pretty much the same plan unless you start adding stuff here and there, right? Flexible income are things like your school supplies, right? You don't need all kind of notebooks and the top of the line, remember? Just things you can utilize to get you through, right? You don't need like $500 worth of groceries. I know we like to eat, but be mindful of that, right? You know, groceries can go bad if you don't eat them in a timely fashion. And then if you're living on campus, you're gonna have the dorms, you're gonna have the RDH as well. So that's another way you can eat. Transportation, right? Gas is crazy right now. I ain't gonna hold you. Gas is crazy. So you're gonna be spending a lot of money on gas, but are there other alternatives, right? Is it a way you can walk to campus if you're closer? Do you have to drive? Like those types of things. Toiletries, right? Those things can fluctuate depending on what the market is and things like that. Entertainment, right? Those are things that changes, right? It may be $5 Tuesdays, but then you go on a regular day, it's $12. It may be $7 matinees. If you go bowling here on campus, it's maybe $2, $3. But if you go bowling at one of the bowling alleys here in Fresno, it can be $20. So everything can fluctuate depending on the circumstances. Okay, so that's the difference. Fixed is like standard; they're going to be the same for the most part. Flexible is like, all right, boom, it can fluctuate. Okay. All right, so before we do the financial aid videos, let's do this. Let me see. Let's log back out and log back in, because it's about to log us out. And let's log back out, log us in, and we'll take like a 2 to 3 minute break, stretch a little bit, get your mind right, because then we're gonna watch these videos and then we're gonna finish up with budget. So everybody log back out and log back in, and then we're gonna go from there, okay? If I go here, okay. Let me know if y'all can you wait, hold on. Let me see. Where's the volume at? What about now? Can y'all hear it now? Can y'all hear it now or no? No? All right, let me see. Really? Okay. Okay. Gotta figure out
Hello, and welcome to Financial Aid 101, the series. My name is Lisa McReynolds, and I'm from the Financial Aid Scholarships Office. I will be presenting a series of short informational videos to help you navigate through the financial aid process. This brief segment is the first in a series of 5 short videos to help you better understand financial aid and its processes. I will explain the process and what you can expect to happen with your financial aid, along with giving you an understanding of the types of programs you may be eligible for and a few other topics of interest. The process starts as early as October of each calendar year. You'll fill out a new FAFSA each year for the upcoming academic year. We begin reading in completed FAFSAs, typically starting in March. Once we read them in, we will start sending out notifications to students if you were selected for verification by the federal processor. This will create a to-do list in your portal. You will go into the online forms portal and submit your documents electronically. We verify files in date order of when their file was completed. Once your file is verified, you'll go through the awarding process. If you were not selected for verification, your file goes through automatic awarding. All award notifications go out by email. You can follow the process of what stage your file is in on your portal. We will start dispersing financial aid near the beginning of August. After the initial disbursement is complete, we will then start dispersing aid twice a week. You need to make sure you have your bank mobile account set up prior to the first disbursement to ensure your aid gets dispersed right away. You can find the instructions on how to do this in your portal under Student Self-Service. Okay, that's the basics of the financial aid process. I hope this information will be helpful. See you next time. Hello, and welcome to Financial Aid 101, the series. My name is Lisa McReynolds, and I'm from the Financial Aid Scholarships Office. I will be presenting a series of short informational videos to help you navigate through the financial.
Okay. All right. So sorry about that. I didn't know if you guys could hear it or not. But I'm happy you was able to hear it now. So pretty much the financial aid process, one of the biggest things you want to know when it comes to your awards and learning if you got financial aid packages already is you want to make sure you submit your application, which we already did for the most part. How many of you guys didn't submit applications? Like everybody, just put it this way: if you did your application, you already submitted that. Let me see a show of hands, just so I can see. Show of hands if you did your application already. Application, okay. Okay, most people. All right, how many of you guys got an award letter already? Like you go to your financial aid portal and you actually see an award letter already? Okay, perfect. How many of you guys got any holds on your accounts? Like anything you have like a hold or something you still need to do or complete on your account that's preventing you from not seeing your award? Let me put a show of hands on that one, just so I can see. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Wait, 2 people? 2? Okay, just 2. All right, cool. So when we meet one-on-one, we'll go over those holds and see what's stopping you from getting your financial aid. So as you said, as Lisa said, you want to make sure you set up your bank mobile account. Have you guys set up your bank? How many of you guys set up your bank mobile account? Show of hands. Who set up the bank mobile account? Okay. Okay. If you haven't done so, please be sure to do so if you want your money in early August. School starts August 22nd. So you may get your money 10 days before that. And then after school starts, they just do disbursements every Wednesdays and Thursdays for the most part, but mostly on Wednesdays. That's when they do disbursement, okay? So let's keep going to the next one. All right, did I skip one? Oops. All right, here we go. All right.
Hello, and welcome to our second segment, Financial Aid 101, the series. My name is Lisa McReynolds, and I work in the Financial Aid and Scholarships Office. Today's segment will be covering the types of financial aid that are available, including federal and state aid and scholarships also. Out of the three types of aid, only federal and state aid require the FAFSA, but scholarships require a separate application process. Once you fill out the FAFSA, the federal government determines what type of aid you're eligible for based on the FAFSA information that you filled out. Federal aid consists of Pell Grant ranging from $695 to $68.95, FCOG grant $315 to $1,260, federal student loans $5,500 to $12,500 depending on your class level, and federal work study up to $6,000. Work study is not a grant. You earn the money through campus-based jobs. There's also some off-campus community service jobs that are available for work study students. State aid consists of Cal grants, A and B, ranging from $824 to $57.42. State University grant, $1665 to $57.42, and the Middle Class Scholarship, which this amount is still to be determined by the government. These three programs are all tuition-based. EOP is also a state grant ranging from $500 to $1,200. These state programs are programs that DREAM Act students could also be eligible for. All grant and loan programs have limits on how long you're able to receive them. So always make sure you stay on track with your courses so you're able to keep receiving funding until you graduate. Scholarships, both university and private, are available for students. The application period is from October 1st to March 2nd for university scholarships. You can access the application online as noted on the slide, and the quickest way to find it is to Google Fresno State Scholarships. Just remember, don't give up. Competition from Valley, state, national, and international makes the scholarship process very competitive. Applicants need a well-written narrative statement about themselves. Use internet search engines to find scholarships such as fastweb.com, collegeboard.com, collegenet.com, and scholarships.com. This completes our second presentation. I hope you found it informative.
Right. So, let me see who's paying attention. Jania, what type of grants do they have?
Grants, Cal grants A and B.
I gave you. Yeah, I'm very cheating. You got the cheat code already. So Cal grants A and B. Okay. What's some other grants? Olabisi.
Repeat that.
What's some other grants that you can possibly qualify for?
Was there was Cal grants already said?
Yeah.
Can you come back to me?
Okay. To Lisa, what's some other grants you can qualify for?
A Pell Grant is one that I know about.
Okay, Pell Grant, that's good. Jaheem, what's another grant you qualify for?
Federal one. I mean, that state one, State University.
All right, State University. Okay. Kalia, what's another grant you can qualify for?
The SEOG grant.
Okay, all right. What, Double G, what's another financial aid thing that you can get, like funding source you can get that's not a grant? It's not a grant, but you can get, you can utilize it for financial aid. You there?
Yeah, no, I'm here.
You thinking?
Yeah,
I give you a hint. It's on. You looking at it.
Oh, is it Federal Work Study? Is that one of them?
Federal Work Study. Yes, yes. And then last but not least, Janae, what's another income source, financial aid income sources you can qualify for?
The direct student loans.
Yes. Okay. So when you guys get your academic award letter, financial aid letter, it may look something similar to this. Raise your hand if it looks similar to this. Something similar. If you already got your award letter, does it look something like this? Okay. Got you. Now, there's a yes and no answer to deadlines, right? You want to try to accept the grants as soon as possible, because once the money's gone, right? You may qualify, or they may be wanting to offer you this, but let's say you wait too late to accept your financial aid, they may not have that money available per se, right? Because it's based off availability. So one thing as far as like loans, those are things that they usually have available, and that's because you're gonna pay it back for the most part. But free money goes fast. Free money goes fast, right? And so if you do have grants, you want to make sure you accept your grants, because you're not getting penalized for a grant. The grants don't hurt you, but what does hurt you is, well, in the long run, is a loan, right? The loans is something you got to pay back, and it has interest. But grants is like free money. So if you're getting free money, you want to accept that free money. And then, when it comes to loans, if you need the loans, then I say take it out. But the one thing about the loans is that you don't have to take out the whole package. Like say you're getting $2,000, you can only accept 300 or 400 of that, right? And that's the beauty of it. You don't have to take the full 2,000 off. So that's why I said accept it. You can choose what you want to accept, okay? And this is just a breakdown from fall to spring in regards to what it would look like, right? So you're seeing you get 9,000 a semester, and then you break it up into 2 semesters, well, not 2 semesters. You get 18,000, and they break it up into 2 semesters, which is technically 9,000. All right. Now, let's get it. Financial award, types of loans, get into the loans.
Hello, and welcome to Financial Aid 101, the series. My name is Lisa McReynolds, and I'm from the Financial Aid and Scholarships Office. Today's segment will be covering understanding your financial aid and loan offers. Once you've been awarded, you can access your award information by going into your portal and clicking on My Finances, then View Financial Aid. This will take you to the award link. Open the current year. If there's not an active link for the current year, that means you have not yet been awarded. Once you access your award information, you'll be able to see everything you're eligible for. Some awards, mainly grants, will show offered and accepted. Federal work study and loans are only offers. If offered work study, once you find a position and are hired, your award will show accepted. For loans, there will be a link to click on to take you into the loan acceptance screen. Here you can accept or decline your loan offers. Important to know, if you accept your loan and are accepting for the academic year, the loan will be split in half for each semester. You don't need to decline your loans. If you never accept them, they will just stay as an offer. Contact the financial aid office if you're only wanting a one-semester loan, as these need to be set up manually in the office before you can accept. There are several types of loans, but the main ones are subsidized and unsubsidized loans. Subsidized loans are loans the federal government are paying the interest for you while you're in school. These are considered need-based loans. Unsubsidized loans are still government funded and low interest, but you are as the borrower are responsible for the interest while you're in school. These are considered non-need-based loans, so even if you're not eligible for grants, you'll always be eligible for these. There's also a Parent Plus loan. Your parent can borrow on your behalf. These are credit-driven loans and require a separate application. And lastly is the alternative loan. These are also credit-based loans that you can apply for through the lenders. These are high interest rates usually. Annual loan limits are based on class level. Freshmen can borrow up to $5,500 in a combination of subsidized and unsubsidized. Sophomores up to $6,500, seniors up to $7,500. Independent students do qualify for more. Your need-based eligibility will determine which type of sub or unsub loans that you're eligible for. First-time borrowers are required to complete entrance counseling and a master promissory note with studentloans.gov. The master promissory note is good for up to 10 years. Once you've completed these two requirements, your loan will be eligible for disbursement. Another requirement to be eligible is you need to be enrolled in at least 6 units. Once you graduate or drop below 6 units at any time or don't return, the grace period for repayment begins. Well, that's it for today. I hope the information was helpful, and we'll see you next time.
All right, learned about different types of loans. Again, you only utilize these for 2 reasons. If you don't have grants and you need funding to pay for school, right? Yeah, that's pretty much the most part. If you don't have it and you need it, then utilize it. If you got it, you don't need it, don't take them out, right? I encourage you to utilize this at the very last, because when you graduate from college, you want to graduate with this as less debt as possible. You do not want to be in more debt. Like, you got a degree, like you don't want to graduate with a degree and dang near $30,000 in debt already, right? You want to minimize that debt. If you can get grants as much as possible, utilize all your grants, and take care of your business while you're here. Because when they say time is money, time is literally money. Because the longer you stay, the more you may end up paying. Trust me, I know by example, right? And so you want to make sure you're taking care of your business in that aspect, okay? And then other thing that they didn't mention, but that 6 units, and is very important. Like, if you only register for 6 units, you're only gonna get half of that, right? Half of your amount. Now, here's the tricky part. If you got 12 units, right, and you get your full disbursement, but then let's say you drop a class, and when we have this thing called Census Day, which is like the official day of like your actual student here, if you drop below 12 units and you only have 9 units, you're gonna have to pay some of that money back if you're not in 12 units, right? And so I encourage you, if you're dropping or swapping classes, make sure you stay in 12 units so you don't have something happens where you have to pay some financial aid back because they awarded you for 12, but you end up taking 9. So you got over awarded. And so they're gonna be like, yo, we gave you too much money. When you got your bread, you had 12. Now we realized after census you only have 9 units, so we over awarded you. We gonna need that bread back. And so to make sure that don't happen, make sure you stay in 12 units minimum at all times throughout the semester. You can get your full amount and you won't have no issues about paying anything back or anything like that, okay? Did I skip one? Okay, yeah, here we go. Fee deferment, let's get it.
Hello, welcome to Financial Aid 101 series. My name is Lisa McReynolds, and I'm from the Financial Aid and Scholarships Office. Today we will be covering the topic, what is a fee deferment? I will explain what a fee deferment is and what it means to you, the student. A fee deferment is exactly that. It's a process that will temporarily defer payment of your tuition until your financial aid disperses or the fee payment deadline comes up, whichever comes first. A deferment is not a fee waiver. A waiver will waive the payment of your tuition, and a deferment will just defer, give you time to pay. So keep in mind, you still have to pay your tuition out of your financial aid fund or on your own if you don't have some kind of a waiver. To be eligible for a fee deferment, you must meet the initial criteria. You have to be enrolled in at least 6 or more units. You must have an official FAFSA on file with our office. You must be meeting satisfactory academic process. Your to-do list must be complete, meaning no open documents. Your EFC must be less than 4,001 or have an accepted loan offer. And finally, you must be admitted into a degree program. To see our fee deferment criteria and policy, you can access it on our financial aid webpage. Click on Policies, then Fee Deferment Criteria. This page will explain the whole process in detail. To see if you have a fee deferment at any time, you would go into your student portal. On the top right-hand side of the page, you'll see a section that says Important Information and Hold. If you have a fee deferment, it will be in this box. If you see the message, you have a fall fee deferment, there will be no reason for you to contact our office. If you do not see this message, check our webpage for the criteria to see why you're not meeting the requirements. Check this area regularly before the fee deferment deadline, as things may come up that can cause your deferment to drop off, such as you drop units below 6, you have a new to-do list item, you end up in satisfactory academic progress status. If you click on Details, it will take you to another screen that explains your fee deferment. Things to remember. A fee deferment is not a fee waiver. It just gives you more time to pay your tuition. Always check back to your portal to make sure nothing new has popped up. Verify your fee deferment is in place before the payment deadline. Always feel free to contact the financial aid office if you have any questions or concerns regarding your financial aid. That's it for this segment. What is the fee deferment? See you next time.
Right. So, show of hands, who got a fee deferment on their account right now? If you was to go to your account in your portal, you see a fee deferment. Let me see who actually got one. Nobody? Nobody got a fee deferment? Did we freeze? Am I still here? Let me double check. Am I still here? Yeah. Janae, you don't have a fee deferment?
No, I don't have one.
Okay. Double G, no fee deferment?
No, I don't have one.
Okay. So all right. I guess nobody got a fee deferment. I thought I was tripping. I thought, dang, froze. I don't have one. Okay. Got you. Okay. So they probably didn't put them on the account yet, but they should be coming. They should be coming. All right. So now that we learned a little bit about financial aid, we learned a little bit about budgeting. This is going to be towards your homework tonight, which is a budget sample. So when you go to your Canvas, you're going to have this in your Canvas, and this is going to be your homework. And what you're going to do is you're going to complete this assignment. So technically, this is going to be your income. You're going to have a financial aid, the use financial aid award amount. If you have not been awarded, use this amount. So if you have your financial aid amount, you're going to substitute this amount and put your financial aid amount instead. So for example, if I got $10,000 from financial aid, I'm going to put that $10,000 in there, and then I'm going to, why did they give you $600? Okay, I get what they did. Okay. Okay. Okay, because it's working. I'm tripping. All right, so if you have a job, you want to put the job here. This is all your income sources. These are sources where you're getting money. So like Talisa, I know you got your hair business. So how much money you make a month from your hair business, and then you want to add that to, why are you tripping again? All right, we almost done anyway, so it's good. You want to add that to your financial aid, right? And then this is going to be your income, right? And then you're going to divide that per se. So multiply it by 5, and then it's going to give you how much you're getting. All right. Now, when it comes to the fixed income, these are the things that you're going to put in there as far as like tuition. What else? Room and board. What else? No. They want you to do, semester. They don't want you to do that. Okay. So they want you to put the tuition here. And then for the third line, it's going to be fixed and flexible income, right? So if you're living in an apartment or whatever the case may be, if you do have rent, put your rent there, your bills there, your food, your cell phone, and then items that are more flexible, you want to put that there in this item right here, in this column right here, okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to answer this question: do you have enough income to pay your expenses for the semester? So this is going to be broken down into 4 months, 5 months, okay? Use this as a sort of like a blueprint when you actually do yours, because you're going to have your own example in Canvas. And then we're going to talk about it tomorrow as well when we do our 10:30 to 11:30 session in that regards, okay? The goal is to not come in the negative. We don't want to be in the negative, right? We don't want to be in the negative, but I want you to be as honest as possible, okay? All right. So just a real review. A spending plan can encourage students to be careful about money managers or whatever the case may be. So identify your income, set goals, determine expenses, both fixed and flexible, develop a budget, a spending plan, and revise your spending plan as needed. So this is just getting you in a habit of learning how to make a budget. You learned about financial aid, you learned how much money you may be getting. Now let's figure out a way we can budget so we can make sure we're not in the red. I do not want you to be in the red by the end of your first year, because if you're in the red, that impacts your education. That's the beauty. That's the significance of budgeting. If you don't budget, you can impact your education as far as like staying focused in school, because now you're working 2 jobs and you're trying to make ends meet to be able to stay in school, and it's hard to focus on classes. We don't want that to happen, right? We want to make this as less rigorous and challenging as possible. There's going to be challenges, but we don't want to add to that, right? So we want to make sure we take care of this step, and we know what we're supposed to do as far as like budgeting before school starts. So when we get the money, we know exactly what to do with the money, right? All right, like I said, your assignment is estimate your fall 22 budget using the budget worksheet. That's 1. Discussion: respond to the following questions and reply to 2 other students. Do you feel the need to create a budget for yourself? Why or why not? Do you foresee any challenges with your fall 22 budget? If yes, what kind of challenges? If no, what are your plans to stay within your budget? That is due by Friday at 10:30 a.m. You got 2 days to knock that out, so it shouldn't be that hard. That's quick work. You guys can knock that out today or tomorrow, but got to be done by Friday, okay? Any questions? Any questions before we let you go and enjoy your, today's Wednesday. Any questions? All right, so if you have not made your appointments, I should be seeing is 14 people have been here, or 13 people including myself, or 14 including myself. I should see 13 emails, or not 13, because 2 of them already sent one. So I should see 11 emails from 11 students telling me, hey, I want to meet with you. What time are you available? I should be seeing that right after this session or before the end of no later than 3 o'clock. If I don't see them, I'm going to be hitting you up. So I need to schedule those one-on-ones with you guys to go over a lot of those financial aid questions, classes, and all that other good stuff, okay? If you don't have questions, you are free to go. I will see you tomorrow at what time? What time we meeting tomorrow? What time we meeting tomorrow?
10:30.
10:30. Yes, yes, yes. I will it's gonna be this is gonna be up on the canvas, Double D. So you should be good to go. All right, I will see y'all tomorrow at 10:30. Do your homework. I should be seeing your emails as well for those who haven't sent those emails, okay? Y'all have a good Wednesday. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon.
Bye. Thank you.
All right, take care.
Yo, I got a question real quick.
What up,
Just a
OBSS?
quick question.
What's up?
So I didn't actually get approved for the financial aid. So when I did the budgeting thing,